This week on the Grand Theory podcast.
2016, 2017, I didn't have a job. I'm just focused. I went to the admin building in schools. I talked to, the thing, I was hustling, man. There was no sleep. You couldn't afford to rest.
But you can, bro.
At the time, so I remember there was an episode you guys did, and the theory of the grand at the time was rest, right? Mm. So I feel like that rest thing, it's a big privilege. Like, it's such a privilege. Because at the time, I couldn't afford to rest.
Well, I'm gonna shop my shop.
1% better. Putting that work. 1% better.
Did not work. We are back. We had some quick little technical difficulties.
Yeah, because of you, Q.
You know what? It was because of me. Yeah. I'm mad. And then we had to take a little
we had to switch up
outfit change.
Yeah,
Outfit change.
But our guest has such a nice hoodie on. The man said, "Nah, bro, I'm not changing." So
Yeah, it has to represent the African
yes,
blood.
exactly. But right before the camera cut, we were talking about how Leshan is out here,
Winging his waist.
winding his waist when he's playing, and we're talking about distractions because I wanted to know how to deal with the distractions that inevitably come with what we're doing, what Leshan does, playing music.
Yeah.
Like, everybody loves music. So, I mean, I think so. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure majority of people love music, right?
Yeah.
Everyone.
So, we wanted to talk about the distractions that come with it and how he deals with it. He said that earlier in his playing career, because of his style of how much he likes to, you gotta add a little sauce to it, So because you gotta, add, see, he got that on point.
Oh my God.
Because you gotta add the sauce to it, it also draws a lot of eyes to him.
Yeah,
but that's just how he plays.
Talking about the right eyes, though, not just any eyes.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
The googly eyes.
If you look at it, if you look at it, like, ooh,
who's that? Who's that? So I just wanted to know if you could expand on like how you deal with it, because I need to know for myself too, and I'm sure that other people out there need to know in their respective grinds. Yeah. It might not be girls, but it might be different things, right, that distract them.
Yeah.
So how did you kind of learn to deal with those distractions and kind of overcome those distractions?
Right. Personally, the first thing, so the distractions initially were not distractions. They were what I was going for, right? Like I was like, that's what I want. Like I want people to look at me. I want attention. I want the attention, right?
Yeah.
And then you get to a point and you're asking yourself, why do I want the attention? Like, am I lacking attention at some point? Did I lack it in my childhood? Is it coming from somewhere? And then, I figured that part of myself out. And it got to the point where I was like, I love the music more than the attention. I love my grind more than I love the attention I'm getting from everyone else. Yeah. The grind took over the the small attention and the ugly eyes that were coming my way. Yeah. And so I did my thing. The eyes were still there, but I wasn't focused on that. I was focused on after the show, I'm talking to people. Yeah. I'm getting them to follow our page. I'm getting them to, telling them about their next shows. I'm talking to event organizers. Like, I became pure grind. I was friend zoning everyone. I didn't even want, from a show, I decided I'm never going to take, someone's number for personal reasons. That just wasn't me. I mean, it happened once in a while, and not much happened after that. But for personal reasons, nah. I dealt with it by figuring out why the attention was so important to me. Yeah. Dealing with that, and then letting my grind be the main thing.
So you switched your attention from googly eyes to the grind.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you have to figure out yourself in the process.
Yeah, man. Yeah, there's a lot of introspection that goes into these things. Like, whichever hustle you have to know why you're doing this thing. You know, I think it's very important to understand yourself in anything. When you understand yourself, you can run a business better. You can have better relationships. You can just have a better life when you understand who you are.
There's something that's a sentiment that Bobby T says a lot, right? He said he's always telling me about the self-reflection, like making sure you self-reflect lots and lots and lots, because like you need to know yourself. And there's something because like there's a lot of times, I forget when I heard it from, but it was like, say for example, Ore's like, hey, Aquille, do you want to go work out?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't really want to work out, but I'm like, okay. So every time I'm saying yes to something that I don't that's not true to myself, I'm lying to myself. Right. I'm saying no to myself.
Yeah.
And over time, you're constantly saying no to yourself. Like, you're going to start resenting yourself you're going to start having resentment without even realizing, right? Because you're like, man, what the hell, man? Why am I feeling like this? And it's because you keep lying to yourself. You're not staying true to yourself.
Yeah.
And if you don't know yourself, it'll be easy to lie to yourself. If I don't know that I don't like to work out, or I don't like to drink or smoke or whatever like that, and someone asks me, then I'm not like, I'll just be like, oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Right? So like understanding yourself is like super, super key, but it's also super difficult.
It's a journey, man.
I mean, my take is I don't think it's difficult. I just think it's a process, and you have to like actively be trying to discover yourself.
Yeah.
But you got to ask some blunt questions to yourself. Like, you got to be real, because like were you telling me that everyone has three faces, right? The face
the
that
first one that everyone sees, which is like the happy face. Then we have the face that your family sees, and then you have the face that only you know, which is like your true self. Maybe in yourself, like you're not really a nice person. You're a judgmental person. Like maybe outside, everyone thinks you're the happy person. Maybe your family thinks, oh, it's a happy person, but it's also like a little bit judgmental. Yeah. But then when you're on your own, like what you do on your own is like your true face. Like you might be leaning like Easton, like, yo, this guy's ugly, bum him. This guy is this. But outside, you're like, oh, hey, beautiful, that kind of stuff. I mean, like, I think I haven't told you this. Like recently, I've been coming across like discovering myself. I think it was after Bobby T episode where he mentioned about imposter syndrome.
Right.
Where it was like you're faking yourself, like mask. I started asking myself that question. I was like, yo, what am I actually? Like, what is me? Who is me as a person? Yeah. So it's like a daily. It's a day. Honestly, I think it's a daily stuff.
So I have a question for you, right? So okay. Oh, damn. Oh man. Okay. So you said you're asking yourself imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
But how do you know that who you are now is who you actually are, and it's not been influenced by, like, you've been living for how many years, right? So how do you know that all the information and the trauma or whatever that you've been receiving hasn't affected you and changed the person that you are? So how do you actually know who you are?
But it does though.
But like that's what I'm saying. So how do you know who the real you is?
I mean, it's just by asking. So just by asking yourself why you do what you do. So in the sense, like, okay, maybe I'm the kind of person where I like being 100% of my craft. Why am I doing my craft? Because then maybe for example, I'll use the gym. I'll use the gym as a perfect example. Why am I going to the gym? At first, it might be because I'm trying to please somebody, but after a while, it's because like, it makes me feel good. So then I'm like, okay, this is who I am when it comes to that aspect. I'm not really, that's me. But if I'm doing something because of like the influence of somebody or to please somebody, then I'm really not being myself. So if you're trying to make money to flex on people, you're not actually making money for the right reasons. But then if you take a step back and like, yo, why am I trying to make money? Because I want to provide for my family. I want to get to a point where I'm financially stable. So you know what I mean? So it's like switches. That like me personally, I think it's a lifelong stuff because you're constantly changing.
Exactly.
Like
constantly
this
evolving.
conversation we have today, it's gonna influence you in one way or the other. So that means you're changing from who you are. So yeah.
I think another addition to that is, as you're asking yourself why, I think you have to consistently ask yourself why till you almost have no more whys to ask. So, why do I go to the gym? Is it to impress someone? Okay, maybe it was. Then you go, now I'm doing it because I enjoy going to the gym. Why do I enjoy going to the gym? You continue asking, like, why do I want to make money? To have, enough money for my family. Why do I want to have enough money for my family? Because where I grew up, we showed our care by providing. Why do I think it's important to provide? You know, you have to. That's the only way you can really learn yourself truly. You have to really go why until
You just
you're
know,
like,
There's no
Oh,
follow
man.
up why.
like the
to
root
it.
of the why. Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Like that's why I'm like this. Like for example, I'll tell you, I don't drink, I don't smoke. All my friends know that. I haven't done it for like 10 years. But some of my friends like to go to a shisha bar for like their parties or whatever. And I don't like the environment, right? And I'm the type of person who's also the life of the party with my friends, you know, whatever. But when they decide they're going to a shisha bar and they invite me, I'm straight up like, no. Like, I'm not going. Because I already know once I go there, I'm going to bring the whole mood down because I don't want to be in this place. I just tell them, you know what? I'll take you for dinner tomorrow. Cool. And that's it. Like, I don't need to lie to him. I don't need to put a face there. I'm not going to deny myself and just accept it so that this guy has a little pleasure of like, oh yeah, you're here for my birthday. Nah, man. And a true friend understands that,
Yeah.
you know.
So okay, getting to that process of being able to do that, did that just happen? Like, were you always like that? Did it happen over like how did you get to the point where because like for me, I feel like I don't think that I'm a yes man, but I would like to make people. I like to make people happy, right? So that might be hard, right? So what would be your advice to get to that point where I can be like, because I think saying no is a really important thing, right? Like if you say yes to everything, you just overbook yourself and just be like, you gotta say no, especially if you're filled with all the gigs, like being a talented musician, right?
Man,
people are always like, yo, Leshan, come play for me, yo, come play for this wedding, come play for this, come play for that. You like, it's easy to just say yes. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure, no problem, right? So like, how do you manage to say no, but also in a way that doesn't like offend the person or even like
No, I get what
I
you're
think I
saying.
get a question too.
Like with the first one, like with your friends and stuff, being able to say no is you have to make them understand like what you're going through or what you're doing or why you're doing what you're doing. Like first of all, the introspection journey of self-reflection thing, as Ore said, is not today I try it and then tomorrow I know myself. It's consistent. Like the shisha thing, that I learned 3 years ago, right? But I know it. That doesn't mean I know everything about myself. There's certain things I'm still like learning over time. And I continue to learn because I want to really, really know myself because I think that's the only way you can really live a proper fulfilled life, you know? But going back to, you know, knowing yourself and not being a yes man, it comes from, okay, I know that this thing pisses me off. I know how I feel after, and I know everything surrounding that particular thing because I've asked myself that why. I've figured it out. And when I'm explaining it to someone, I'm not just saying, no, I don't want to go. I'm telling him, yo, listen, you know I don't smoke shisha. And being in that environment does this to me, blah, 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 blah. I don't think this is the right place for me. You guys can go have your fun. I don't want to bring the mood down. So what I'm going to do, you guys can go and I'll take you somewhere else on your own. Or we can go and do something else together at a different time, you know. But I don't think that environment is good for me. And
like that.
If your boy doesn't understand that,
And he's not your boy.
then he's not your boy, you know?
Yeah, cause
Like-
and again, I think
I like
even
that.
that thing too is just like, especially your friends, is like I messed up on this early in like my little friendships I had, which is establishing boundaries.
Yeah, man.
That thing is key, because like when you establish boundaries, there's like a line that you cannot cross, no matter what. If, for example, you make it clear to you, like, yo, listen, I don't like shisha, I'm not going there. He can't ask you if he respects you, but if it doesn't, if he's like, yo, let's go, trying to push you. Like, yo, your boy doesn't respect you. Like, I'm same as you two. I don't drink, I don't smoke. I've been in situations where, bruh, I'm like, nah. Like, I've been in a lot of situations where, and I'm like, nope. Because I'm like, I know for a fact that all it takes is just one. I do it once, I'm gone. And I know the effect of that stuff because I've seen it.
Right.
And it messes you up, man. It does. But yeah, I think it's also just like establishing boundaries.
Yeah, that's true.
Relationships, friends, you make it clear like, yo, this is like the priority stuff that is key to me. You cross this, I'm leaving.
Yeah, man.
Like in my relationship right now, I thought like, yo, respect. I don't care. Like to me, love is real, but like I think the biggest in the foundation, especially in relationship, is respect. If there's no respect, there's no love. I can't love you if I don't respect you.
True.
It's impossible.
I think respect comes from love. So yeah, I agree.
So, so respect is key, but that's a boundary right there.
Yeah.
If you can't respect me, I can't be like this. They can't be anything. So yeah, that's what I think. So.
No, I definitely feel that. So just kind of like switching gears now.
Yeah.
So you started melafrique, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Bro,
yo,
it's
you know
a
what?
thing, bro.
We should make a little clip of that little GIF.
Yeah.
And make that the thumbnail. Hey. But so you started melafrique, right?
Yeah.
But what I want to know is like, what were some of the obstacles or the difficulties of starting that and even continuing it and being successful? Because like success is not easy, man. That stuff is not easy, bro. There's a lot of like hard work and behind the scenes work that people don't see, right? So tell us a little bit about like some of the struggles and obstacles that you might have faced when you started it and kind of how you been able to overcome those things and kind of deal with those.
Okay. So initially, melafrique was a 7-piece band. When you say 7-piece, there's 7 people in the band, 7 different people.
Wow.
And
does that mean 7 different instruments too as well?
well, just 7 different people.
Okay.
They could be 4 instruments and 3 singers.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
In our case, that was exactly what was there.
So
4
it's
instruments, 3 singers.
Okay.
So that was the first take on the band.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were 7 people, and having that many people who all have their own independent ideas, very difficult to handle, man.
True.
Like, and I was very pro like we don't need to have a leader. We all contribute to this vision together. And so like we were all giving ideas, and we ended up the band was taking a different direction that I didn't see. Like I didn't envision for melafrique initially, because melafrique was Riwo, myself, and Ari. Ari was the keyboard player, and we were the original players. And then we got the other 4 guys and started the band for the competition. After the competition, now we started tuning, and we became like an African band, which wasn't really the vision. It was kind of the vision, but not entirely. Like we started doing a lot of Nigerian songs. Like we started doing a lot of only African songs, but we wanted to write our own stuff and do our own thing. But there was a lot of everyone has their own take on stuff. And it got to a point where people were getting tired. Certain people in the band were getting tired. Some people wanted to leave. Some people wanted to take the band a certain way. And then, we had a meeting, we had a talk, and at the end of the day, certain people left. And they said, you know what, we don't want the band to break up, so you guys will leave, and you guys can continue. I was like, whoa. Because I was one of the people who was going to go. Like, I was like, yo, you know what? I'm done. I'm out. Like, I'm tired. And so when they said that, I was like, okay, all right. I respect them a lot more. Even until today, we're still boys. We're still friends. Like, they come for our shows once in a while. And it's good to see them all the time. But then we got other players, and gears shifted. Like, the influence was different. The stuff we were doing was now almost... We were like, okay, we've learned from that, and now we have to really chart out our vision. We have to know where we're going. We have to know what we want from this whole thing, right? So we got the right people that we saw would be a great fit, and we started going, man.
So did you seek out those people to say, okay, I think that this person will fit this vision, or did they just kind of?
It was more of initially. We were 7, then we became 8, then then 4 people left, and then we stayed as 4 people.
Okay.
And we used to hire out 2 people.
Okay.
And one of those guys, once we played with him once, it was like, this is the right guy. Like this guy needs to be in our band. And that was Enoch.
I was gonna say, I was like, I'm pretty sure it was Enoch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enoch is the guitarist.
Yeah.
He used to have
Talented,
dreadlocks.
man.
Now he doesn't have.
Whoa, he cut his dreads?
Yeah.
Whoa, my guy.
He cut his dreads a while ago, actually. A few
Dang.
months ago. Yeah.
Welcome to Low Cuts.
Take it off.
Nah. See what happened was, Continue your
Okay,
story,
okay.
bro.
anyway. So we get Enoch. Then a few months later, we get Steven on drums. And we're like, this is the team, man. Like these are the guys. And so with that team, we got a lot more momentum in Edmonton. Like we started doing bigger shows. We started being invited for like since 2019, we hadn't reached out for a show. Before 2019, we used to reach out and be like, okay, we're melafrique, we want to do this. Can we come to the show? Blah, blah, blah. I used to go to venues and tell them I have a band, we're melafrique, this is what we do. And they'd invite us to do an acoustic set. And then they'd be like, okay, you guys sound good, come and do a full band set. Like I used to talk to event organizers, to managers and stuff like that. 2019 came and none of that. Just invites only.
Damn.
Clean. We used to call our price. We're like, yeah, this is how much we can charge. And we're like, okay, this is what a little success looks like. All right, cool. So we clap for ourselves and we're like, okay, next step is to do our own show. So 2019 July, we do our own show. We sell out our tickets. It was like 100 people, 120. Not too
big,
many. It was
yo.
a small venue.
That's a lot of people.
Venue like this, actually, a bit bigger than this. But like we planned it out. We rented everything. People came and it was a vibe. Like it was just different, man. And people kept telling us like there's nothing like this in Edmonton. Like you guys are doing something that doesn't exist. You know? And I was just there like, yeah.
That's a gif, man. That's a gif. You gotta make
Bro, that's
it.
a gif, bro. I'm telling you.
Anyway, so we were all doing our thing, and
Yeah.
eventually we were like, okay, we're back to liking melafrique. We're back to really being involved. And then now some of the struggles that came were like, okay, we have our own music and we want to record it. This is still one of the struggles we're going through right now. Everyone in our group is a perfectionist. Like everyone wants it to be the best. Everyone wants, I like this part. Oh, I don't really like this part. And then we never release it. You know, you're like, man.
Yep,
So right now we've only released one song. We've been a band for like 5 years.
Yeah.
But we've released one song. We have like 10, 15 songs maybe.
Yeah.
Like we could record an album and release it if we wanted to.
Yeah.
But everyone is like, oh.
And
And then also people in melafrique are some of the busiest people in this city, man.
Yeah.
Like Enoch is a studio musician. He is a producer. He has his own studio, and then he works at a studio.
Yeah.
So he has a full-time job at a studio. He has his own stuff. And then at the same time, he's our producer and our music director.
Damn.
Ari, keyboard player, has his own studio. He has a job. You know, he's doing his own thing. So getting our stuff done is also a bit difficult. I play for like everyone in the city, man. Riwo is one of the most outsourced vocalists.
Yeah.
She's on almost everyone's record.
Yeah.
Like she sang for Arlo, for Riz, for so many people. Like she's just on different stuff.
Yeah.
I think I saw her on I forget what it's called, but it was like where all these guys collab for like a not COVID song, but like
Yeah. The Yeg Collective. It was she was on there.
Yeah, she was. Trust me, I know, bro. I was like, yo.
Yeah. And then Adana is our other singer, but she's a graphic designer and she's a UI UX designer. So she does a lot of design for work, but she does a lot of commissions for other people. Like, so she's always just busy. Like everyone is doing their thing. So even getting our stuff done is so difficult. But that's part of how much do we love our grind. Like how important is melafrique to all of us. Which is one of the biggest challenges we have right now. It's like we love melafrique, we love what we do, but man, it's so difficult to bring our heads together and just do it, you know. Oops. But yeah, like some of the struggles were just, you know, I think it's that getting people to do something together. Like when we play live and everything, it's dope because we rehearse so much. Like a lot of people don't know that. Like we practice
You just
every
came from
week.
rehearsal too.
But this one
So
wasn't
it is a
melafrique.
different one, but
But melafrique practices every week.
Yeah.
Like we have Tuesdays booked every week, whether or not we have a gig. It doesn't matter. So when we show up to a gig and people are like, "Yo, you guys are killing," but like, I mean, thanks, but
We put on work.
yeah.
We've been.
And that
putting in work.
Tuesday is band rehearsal. The rest of the week you're rehearsing on your own for band rehearsal, then for the gig. And then you come in as like the band sounds like one band. You know, it's just, it's different from people who are rehearsing for a show. It you can tell, like you can feel the difference. Most musicians can, and audience members can too.
100%.
But that's part of the grind. That's part of how Melafrique has become a great household name in the city. But releasing the music is something we're still struggling with, and soon we'll figure it out.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, give us like this year, and next year,
Boom.
we'll release an album.
Y'all heard that on the podcast. So I'm holding you to that. Usually
Actually,
it's Ore.
we're releasing a single.
Okay,
That I can tell you we're releasing a
Yes.
single in November.
So you heard it first.
Next month.
Yes, sir. So there's a single coming out in November. I'm not going to say the name yet, but it's coming out in November.
Yo, all of November when we have the podcast, we're gonna be bigging up the single that's coming out.
yeah.
If it don't drop, it's gonna make us look bad. So you gotta drop
Go.
it.
Okay. I got
Gotta.
you. I got you.
We actually have a guest too that said it was gonna drop, but I don't know if she did.
She did.
She did?
She did.
Okay,
She
good.
Daisy dropped. Yeah.
She did.
Okay, I can't roast you anymore now.
She's free.
Yeah.
Also, the music scene in Edmonton is growing, man. Like,
Yes,
No,
it is.
definitely.
I can see that. Yeah.
like just being part of it and playing with so many different people. Like, man, I can't wait for
So many
the next
talented
few
people,
years
Yeah.
to see. Like, I had a talk like a month ago or 2 weeks ago with this guy called Kyle. Comes from Toronto, and I'm pretty sure you guys know his song. So his producer name is Kyle. You Made That, and it's, oh my god, I'll show you the song after.
Okay.
But
okay.
it's a very popular TikTok song.
Okay.
And we're just having a chat about, you know, Edmonton and how the Edmonton music scene is, and whether or not he could come here. And, you know, he's from Toronto. It's easier to live here and still do your stuff on the internet.
Yeah.
And when I was talking to him, I was like, yo, as I'm telling him all these things, I'm just like, okay, so many people in Edmonton, so much talent. The city itself is growing. The music scene is growing. Like, you have people like Moraine and Arlo and K-Riz. This is just the hip-hop scene.
Yeah,
And the pop
yeah.
scene, you have people like TGT, Genesia, you know. You have Josh the Hunter, who's killing the game, man. And then you have Melafrique, just different, man. I don't even know what we do. Like Afrofusion, I guess.
Yo.
You know? And
But it's
you
fire,
have
though.
a Daisy and all these other R&B singers.
Shout out Six to the world.
Yeah.
Yo,
See
my
yourself.
guy.
Yo, CX to the world, bro.
My dog.
Listen. We're about to do some stuff, man. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
You heard it
I hear
first on the Grand Theory podcast.
Ah,
You heard
my
it first.
God.
Big man. But yeah, so much talent here, man.
Yeah.
And it just takes one of them to put Edmonton on the map.
That's true,
And
bro.
the
That's
whole
it.
scene just, you know, Drake style.
That's right. Yeah.
Read X1. Just
Yeah,
one.
Drake in 2005 put Toronto on the map, man. Like, I don't even know who was from Toronto before Drake. After Drake, I know so many people from Toronto.
That's true.
Oh,
very
Party
true.
Next Door, Daniel Caesar, Tory Lanez, all these guys after Drake.
Once those eyes are on you, right? Then it's
Yeah, all it takes is one.
Like
It's
one.
just one person from the city. That's
City.
true, actually. I think it falls open towards anything, any craft,
Yeah,
any
yeah.
Any
craft.
yeah.
Once there's one person that's majorly known, then
Other people,
everyone-
yeah.
people start like, oh,
Yes,
let's
sir.
see who else is from this
But
place.
Edmonton.
Yeah,
What's
that's
Edmonton?
true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Edmonton. Oh,
That's true.
yeah.
That's true.
And you know, it just elevates, man. And so I love how we're supporting each other, though. But
Yeah.
it's gonna keep going, man.
Yeah.
Stuff like this, this podcast, like Oxymoron as well.
Yeah,
Shout out
bro,
live
yo,
podcast today.
I'm gonna get in contact with y'all. I like y'all. Yo, I like that, bro. Have you seen,
Yeah,
bro?
I've
I
seen them, I've seen
I
them,
like
man.
what they do, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I
Yeah,
like
man.
what you guys do.
So supporting each other in every facet,
Yeah.
man. You know, that's the only way we bring
Yeah.
a city up, man.
I like that because the thing is that you need other people, right? Like you need other people. Like you're not gonna do it by yourself, man.
Nope.
You're not. And I guess the thing is just like even in your band, right? You have lots of different opinions and stuff like that, but those different opinions also bring like different perspectives. They might like think of a guitar riff or something like that you didn't think. Like he might see it in a different. He might be, because he's producing all the time. He might see it in a different way.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
You didn't see it, but
You're
you
right.
might see it in a different way
You're right.
that he might
Oh,
not
yeah?
see. You
Oh,
might be
yeah.
like, you might. Bro, I'm gonna be going home. I'm just gonna be doing like this. Oh man,
Melafrique.
that's gonna be your signature,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Like, yo.
Melafrique.
Freak.
But yeah, man, like you need a community, and that's why I like big up to Ivan and La Conexional.
Hey.
Like, it's crazy, you know, something small. Like I knew Ivan from school, from UVA, and just starting that thing with Patrick and Omono and Gallican and Bangers.
Banger.
Shout out DJ Bangers.
Listen, all these people, we are coming for you.
So
just know that.
Chasing you
Yes.
Hunting you.
like a hunter man,
Seeking you. You see these guys wearing the hat?
fisherman.
Fisherman. We're
Fishing
about to
you
reel
off.
you in, yo.
But yeah, man, like the community these guys have created, it's
Yeah.
unreal, man.
It's very, very,
How many
very cool.
guests?
Literally, what was it like? Bro, literally
Every
every
day.
single episode has probably been since
think
I went
it
to that
was-
event.
Yeah.
Has been from that event.
I think it was probably the last person we had before.
And maybe like
I think it was Noe. So like, the first person was a Daisy.
Is he? No.
No,
Merlin.
Merlin, yeah, Merlin.
Merlin, a Daisy, Bobby T, LeShan. We got more coming. We got more coming.
We can't
So
let
this
you
is
guys
not
know.
done. We can't let you guys know
I
that, but
think
we got more
we
coming.
got more coming. But down.
This is like
Yeah.
maybe like
From one event.
eight, from one event.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's why. Go ahead.
What's his name? One more person. Elaine, yeah.
Elaine.
yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, my bad, Elaine.
He's wearing
My
the bucket
bad.
hat.
He was wearing a bucket hat too.
He was. Yeah.
Damn.
Disappointed.
Yo, we have to edit that out. Edit it out. Cut it, yo. Cut it.
Unfiltered.
Unfiltered. But no, that's like what five people
guests,
there,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And there's gonna be more, right? So like
Definitely.
that's from one event, right?
Yeah, man.
And that's the thing. Like that's why I was so happy that I was able to go to that event because it exposed me to so many creative talent. Like, there's some talented ass people in Edmonton, man.
Yeah,
but I
sir.
never knew
Just
because
no
I
scene.
exactly I never got to be exposed to that market, right? So it's super, super dope. And then the thing is like you see all these people that are also going through their own struggles in their grinds too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And they're all meeting in a place where you can all communicate, you can all talk about different things. So it's not just you. So it gives you an opportunity to really grow, you know? So I think that's dope. So what are, I guess, well, besides the single that's coming up,
Yeah.
is there anything else? And I want everything in
Major
the
moves.
any major move in the music scene,
That you can
and
expose.
person, like anything that you can expose. This is yo. I might even come out of the picture. Talk all your ish now.
Major.
All of it. Drop it.
Well, okay.
Don't be scared now. Yo,
The
yo.
whole scene. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
This is your scene right now.
This is
you.
Me?
This is
Okay.
you.
Okay.
This is
okay.
you.
So, first thing, melafrique single coming out November.
November.
Melafrique album sometime next year. I can't say. We're not sure.
Heard it
Right?
first.
And now with the music scene, there's like a bunch of people from Toronto who are moving to Edmonton.
Damn.
Some have already moved. I've met some of them. We've already done shows together. The level of playing, the level of the music scene is growing just because some of these guys are here.
Yeah.
And the Edmonton musicians are feeling that pressure, and they're
Rising up.
rising up too, you know? And you have the pop scene just growing. People like Josh Sahunta, TGT, they're doing their thing, man. You know, they're selling their records. They're releasing songs. Like Josh Sahunta just released a song this week. The video dropped this Friday. I don't know if you know Josh, but dope singer, man.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, Josh Sahunta. Anyway, but the live music scene is just getting started, man. When I tell you about live arrangements, you know, making, like, that's what I'm saying. CX to the world, we're about to start working, man. Like making
Better
these
about
guys
time, boy.
perform to a different level, man. Like taking their performance to a different level. Because one thing I want to do, I'm not a singer, I'm not a rapper, but I'm a musician. I can make people feel good using my instrument, and people love performing with me. And one thing I want to do is bring the whole Edmonton music community together
I like that.
and create opportunities for everybody.
I like that a lot.
So I'm a bass player, but I want to have all the bass players have different groups they're playing for. Like, I don't want to have all the gigs. I mean, that doesn't bring a community up, you know?
Takes it down.
Yeah, man. Like, so for me, the main thing now is finding pods and pockets that everyone can be in. Everyone can play for, one guy can play for that guy, another guy's playing for this other dude, and we're making live arrangements. We're making everyone sound good to the point that one person hits, we were ready. It's not like, okay, they blew because they were so much better than everyone. And then people are looking at Edmonton like, okay, so who else? It's like they blew and everyone was just there.
Yeah.
Like we were all ready to go.
Yeah.
You know? Because if, as you said, like one person, just one.
That's what it takes.
That's all it takes.
Someone like Moraine just goes out and becomes the next Drake from Edmonton. And just like that, the whole Edmonton hip hop scene
Boom.
is in there.
Yeah, because it takes is really just one person to like really put Edmonton on the map.
Yeah.
Where you start getting like global
Views.
listeners from like outside the country itself. They're like, oh shit, what's this guy?
Yeah, they're gonna be
Like, from
checking.
Edmonton, Canada.
Who else? Who else? Let me check.
Edmonton,
Who else?
They're like,
Yeah.
damn.
And so one thing I'm working on right now is creating like a database of all the musicians in the city that exist and bringing us together, creating stuff like jam sessions, having people in studio sessions, introducing everyone to everyone.
Yeah.
Just having that community of the
100%.
music scene
100%.
where like I can't make a show, I have like 10 guys I can call
Sure.
to do that gig,
Yeah.
as opposed to I have one guy or I can't make the show, sorry. No, like we support each other in that way, you know. Everyone's eating, and once everyone is eating, like everyone moves together, you know.
For market.
Yeah, man.
No one. That's good though, because like no one's having the mindset that this guy's trying to come after my pocket or
Yeah.
something.
See, that's the thing. The intention behind it is so pure, man. It's like wanting to help everybody succeed. Like that intention is very pure, man. And I think that it will do very, very well. Cause like it's people can feel that stuff, you know. People can feel your intentions and stuff like that, whether it's good or whether it's bad. And to have that intention, especially with something that's your passion,
Yeah.
when you combine those two, like
Can't mess it up.
it's endless,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's
Like
endless.
I think the vision, there's this guy called Adam Blackstone in the States. He's like a music director. So a music director is just the guy who works with the artist and brings out their vision in a live setting. So if you're a rapper and we have a show that you want to do, so you'll sit down with the music director first, tell him exactly what you want. He or she might do arrangements, give them to you, and you're like, yeah, I love this, I want this to sound this good. That's cool. And then you get the musicians who can do that job and then perform with that artist. So that dude, Adam Blackstone, is he's been the music director for every artist at the Super Bowl since like 2015.
Damn.
And before that, he was music director for so many, like Jill Scott, Jay-Z, Justin Timberlake,
Damn.
a bunch of people.
That's-
Like
that's-
even
that's a big-
this Super Bowl, he's still the same music director.
Oh yeah.
Like
That's
with
major.
Snoop Dogg and all these guys.
Damn.
He's the guy who's making their life sound amazing, bro.
Amazing.
Like it's crazy. And now having someone like that, he has a company called BBE. I can't remember what it stands for. I think something Black Entertainment. Maybe big Black, maybe. I don't know. But BBE is a company that has a bunch of musicians. And these guys are hired by the top artists in the country, right? So like someone like Jay-Z would reach out to BBE and say, yo, I'm going on tour and I'm looking for a music director and a band and whatever. And that's how he has so many connections in the scene that he is giving everyone a chance. Everyone's eating, man. Like everyone is somewhere. Like if someone is going on tour for a year, that's a whole year of income, man.
Yeah, true still.
You know, making the whole community. So I want to do something like that in Edmonton where it'll be smaller, of course, and we're not at his level yet. And that's a big yet, because
Yeah.
we can
It's
get
coming.
there.
Oh, it's
You know?
inevitable.
That's true.
So anyway,
Pushing.
yeah, that's my vision. It's just more of supporting. I'm a community builder type of person.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because that's what's needed, right? Especially like that's big. That's very, very big. I really, really like that. The intention behind it
Yeah.
Clear.
is very
One day.
Community man.
Yes, sir.
Community.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
Simple.
So kind of like winding down here. What would you say? It's something that probably Ore has been making me think about it a little bit more. But in your music,
No, go. I'm curious. So curious to see what I'm making think about. I'm curious.
in your music career, right, or as with melafrique, with your own personal music, is there like some principles that you live by that you don't like that are So,
Respect.
are there some principles that you set in your music that you like, no matter what, like whether it be when we come to the show, whether there's one person, there's 10 people, we're gonna perform best or like, are there some principles that you guys kind of like live by or set that your group follows or you personally follow?
Yeah, I can speak for myself first. Like, you already said one of them. It doesn't matter if there's one person or 1,500 people. I'ma still
Yo, this is killing me. This is killing me. Yo, we gotta make it. Actually, we have to make a joke.
Yo, listen, I'll just be and I'll be smiling, bro, like the whole time. So that's one of the things I feel like it's very important to enjoy what you're doing, like to have as much fun as possible.
Yes.
That thing rubs off of people so differently. Like, I've been playing since 2016 and I've seen it. I get gigs because of how I play, not really even the bass playing. It's like
the enjoyment.
Yo, like this guy, like just look at him, man. I can't
fun.
stop.
Yeah.
You know, like I've been told that enough times. Like, the singers are so good, but bro, I couldn't stop looking at you, and I'm like, wow, okay. That's not a bad thing, but you need to focus on the singers. But okay, I have so much fun I don't even realize.
Yeah.
You know, and with all the different people I play with, and that makes them call me again. That makes them be like, yo, I want to play with this guy. I want to work with this guy, because they feel good too. The musicians, the people who are watching. So one of the things, my principle is have as much fun as possible. Don't make it a job. Do your job, play well, but enjoy what you're doing, man. That's one of the ways you can enjoy your grind. If you like, you have to.
I like that.
You have to
point a
enjoy
lot.
what you're doing, man. If you,
I like that point a lot.
you can't do it if you don't like it. You can't do it well, rather. Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna be doing this all day. Like, bro, you don't understand. I'll be at work. I'll just be like, what'd you say?
That's a big ass smile, man.
I just
Anyway, another thing is, I think it's very important to have discipline in this thing. So, showing up on time for rehearsals, showing up on time for a gig, and having all the stuff you need for the gig. So you don't show up and say, oh, yo, I forgot my cable. Or I forgot my, like, I have a drum tuner on my keys. So a drum tuner is this metallic thing that you just tighten the drums with. I have that on my keys because I've worked with multiple drummers who forget a drum tuner. And I'm like, my music director brain is just like, cool, I'll have that in case someone has forgotten it, so that we don't waste more time. You know, sometimes I even have a pedal for a keyboard.
just in case, yeah.
I don't play keys, but I just have it in case the keyboard player is like, oh, I forgot mine. But you have to come in prepared. You have to know your stuff. You have to have your stuff, and then just be ready, man. Once you're ready, opportunity. What did they say? Opportunity meets
Preparation
meets that
Damn,
thing.
Preparation meets opportunity.
You guys know what we're saying, man.
Yeah.
That thing. When
Don't
you're
worry,
ready,
we're gonna drop it.
yeah, it'll be
Be
somewhere.
picture. It'll be on a picture next to him doing this.
But yeah, like, discipline is key. So enjoy yourself, be ready and disciplined when you're playing, and when you have anything in general. Like, I have a different job, I do other things, but in my music, I make sure I'm on time for rehearsals. I make sure I'm ready for rehearsals. I make sure I've prepped enough. And at the same time, I make sure, what Ore was talking about, I'm extremely respectful. Like, I could be the best musician in the room. I'm not going to put anyone down.
Never.
I'm not going to show up and say, y'all don't know what you're doing. Stop playing. Nah, man. Like, different angle of communication. Like, anyone, any level. I could be the worst, I could be the best. It doesn't matter. I'm going to respect everyone the same way. You know? So, I think those are some of the principles I live by. And I put them in Melafrique as well. I'm like, yo, it doesn't matter if there's two people. We have to have as much fun as possible. And that thing is like in Melafrique, or if you watch us play, man.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I see
pure enjoyment.
I see it. I see
Like
it.
pure, it's actual
Drums,
joy. You know.
singing like they be.
Yeah.
I see it. I see it.
And I try to tell that to every group I play for, and they feel it from me. Like, I'd be in the back, and I'm looking at the singer like, yeah. When they turn around,
it's hard.
and they just see me, they're like,
It's very hard. It's contagious, right?
Yeah.
It's hard. It's like if you come into a room and someone just smiling, bro, you can't just be like,
you can't stop, man.
Eventually you're gonna be like, yo,
Yeah.
even if you don't want to
like-
smile, you're basically like, yo. You might turn and laugh and then come back, the emotion is there, right? That's actually something like you don't know. Well, I guess you know now because I'm gonna tell you. But like, just listening to that, I really like that principle. You influenced me, just like you inspired me
Really?
just now. Like actually, like you did.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for that.
Inspiration.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
A principle is not. It's key, bro. Because I think I started out. I was reading a book recently, Principles by I think it's Ray Dalio or something like that. But the girl was like, yo, as every man, you need to live by certain standard and codes.
Yes, sir.
Or something like, or living by values. And it still falls down to like knowing yourself. Because, like, bro, when you live like that, they're like, okay, maybe it's towards your money. Maybe like your principles, you got a budget. You got to stick to your budget. Maybe your money is like, oh, if I'm trying to go on a date, I can't spend past $50. That's what I have. Even if the girl was like, no, you need more, I'm like, nah. I follow a principle. If you can't stick to it, it's okay.
Yeah.
So it's like, because those stuff, it makes you grounded. Because, bro, in this day and age, man, it's very easy, bro. It's very easy to just
get swayed up.
But then if you have like, you don't have to make it a list, because like I never try to make it a list. It's something I'm still applying. But like when you have those like 3, never breaking it.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what. I mean, like my photography, bro. This one's a strict one. Like I never do. Once I take a picture of you, I don't care how beautiful you are. I don't care if you make a move on me. I am never engaging past professional.
Right.
Never.
Yeah.
Never. It's a principle.
I respect that, man.
Because it's key, bro. Because it's key. Because like business and pleasure, it does not end well. I know that for a fact.
No.
I've seen stories. I've seen results. I've seen older men that have tried it, and it, bro, ends
Cancel.
bad.
Yep.
Ends bad.
Something has to give, man.
Exactly.
And no, man, honest, trust me, you definitely inspired me.
Inspired
and
Aquille.
it's also from Ore too, right? Ore, because Ore's talking about those principles, right? I'm not even gonna look at him because I know he's smiling over here. I'm make him feel nice. See, dog, you know what? Yo, I be bigging up this guy's head too much.
Did I roast you?
And he be just dissing me,
When did I
dog.
diss you?
Disrespectful,
Wait,
you know?
Hey, I haven't dissed you in a long time, bro. What you mean?
Yo,
Hey, what you
not
mean?
this
bro?
episode,
What you
but there will
mean,
be
bro?
many more.
But I was you know what? I was telling him something. I was like, yo, there has to be a balance. One person has to get the roast. One person has to be the, you know?
That's true.
Has to be a balance.
That's true. Just remember the balance could switch, huh?
I agree.
Okay, fair,
I mean, it
fair.
does switch sometimes.
It has to.
Fair,
It has
fair,
to.
fair,
So,
fair,
principle.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes, sir.
It's a gems. So,
God.
Ori,
Bum.
what question you think I got for my man
The
Leshan?
last question, as we always ask everyone. I think you said you prepared for this. I mean, you had extra breaks to actually prepare for this. What is your theory of the grind? Come on, you prepared for this. Come on,
Yeah, man.
You
I have
come
to. I have to pretend like I.
He's like, let me just wait a
Like,
little bit.
let me think a little
let me not
bit.
answer right away.
You know.
on. I don't know if you know this game. I Wants to Be a Millionaire. I don't know if you guys
Yes,
know.
sir.
it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that
yeah.
sound. Doom.
Doom.
I'm gonna.
Oh, they're like the
the sound effect.
Doom.
Oh my god. Okay, let's go.
What's my theory of the grind? So, I just broke it down to 4 particular things. Okay, and because you call it the grind, all these 4 things kind of start with a G.
Cheat. Yo.
Bars.
Yo.
All right.
Let's go.
Number 1,
Ding.
grit.
Ooh.
So grit is basically the willingness to not stop. You know, the attitude of keep going, fall fast, and stand up quick. Keep running. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
That's grit. The second thing, and this is huge for me, not for many people, but this is big for me. Gratitude, man. How'd you know?
I don't know,
How'd you
but I
know?
just,
Yo,
yo.
Okay, can I take communication?
Huh?
Like, just tell up.
yo,
I'm there, yo.
I was like, sorry? Yo, gratitude, huge, man. I give thanks to every opportunity I get, to God all the time.
Yes.
And that brings me to my third thing, which is God. He's basically the first one, but
yeah, no.
he's in there, you know?
Yeah.
That's the main dude who is ruling over me.
100%.
This guy guides me everywhere.
100%.
All the opportunities I get, all the chances I get, all the failures that have happened in my past. I look back at my failures and I'm like, that stuff needed to happen.
Yeah.
It's not, that was an opportunity I shouldn't have gotten. That was something that was supposed to happen to get me where I'm at now. You know?
Yeah.
And the last one is gratification, delayed gratification.
Oh, it's key, bro.
Understanding that this work is gonna pay off eventually. Like I gotta wait. I'm not being consistent to get something tomorrow. That's not consistency. I need to stay and I'll get my results eventually.
Yeah.
So basically grit, don't give up. Gratitude, give thanks. Delayed gratification, wait.
Then number
And
one.
God, man.
I love that.
You know?
Yeah, I love that. Or GG.
G4.
G4.
Jeez.
Go on.
I love that.
No, but
G.
Oh, G.
And G.
that delayed gratification.
It's huge,
Yeah,
man.
that one is that stuff sticks big.
Yes, sir.
My sorry, go ahead.
Cause like it's hard as bro. It's hard,
tough.
especially when you've been doing it for like 5 months, 6 months, and you're getting nothing. And you're like, what's going on? But I think for me right now, I'm still actually practicing and actually trying to implement it. And I'm like, yo, it takes like consistency to get to a point where you start seeing results.
Yeah.
It's not what you do in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. And it's not like there was this thing I came across recently. It's like 1 week you might bust your ass 100%. The next week you're doing 20%. You're actually not being consistent. You got to put in 100% every single week, consistently for a period of time until you get the result.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot for that. It takes a lot to have that mindset that, you know what, all I know is if I keep going and I'm taking the right moves, it's gonna pay off.
Yeah.
100%. Like, my sister just sent me this thing. Actually, she was like, "It's some Gary V. It's like,
Yes,
say this
sir.
as a reminder." It said, "I made thousands of pieces of content before anybody even began
Yeah.
to give a shit."
I saw that. It was yesterday. I think I saw it. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the guy's in Edmonton now.
I'm in
He's
Edmonton.
in Edmonton right now.
Shout out Gary
He's
V.
in Edmonton right now.
Yeah, shout out to Bobby T.
Yo,
Bobby T, big
yo,
up.
big up.
No, that was it's in Edmonton. I'm sure.
What?
I can't close my
Yeah,
phone.
yeah,
You can
yeah.
show it in his Instagram.
Yeah.
He posted something early because I think he had an interview with him on February or March, and it was like, "Yo, you're coming to Edmonton. I'd love to interview you." So Bobby T reposted the video today, and it was like, "Yo, please tag Gary V and everything."
Yeah.
Bro, mash up, bro. Gary V. 1 hour or 2 hours ago, I saw a story. A guy was sitting down beside him interviewing him.
You know what that is,
Yeah,
man?
bro.
Yo, that's when you creating your own opportunity. He talked about that too,
Yeah.
man. Creating your own
Opportunity.
opportunities.
Yeah, man.
Don't wait for that to come. Create it.
I can't lie. That's major, bro.
That's huge.
Think about Gary V, bro. There's a different levels to the people. Gary V is big.
Yeah, man.
You show him the story. So that was what he posted. So he posted saying people should comment.
In case you don't know, Gary Vee is coming to the city of Edmonton. If you don't know who he is, I don't know what rock you've been hiding. However, he promised me back in February or March to do an interview, and I'm hoping that you guys could help me get his attention to see if he can actually do this interview
Yes, sir.
tonight. So check out my last post.
Boom.
Commenting.
And then,
Thank you. Boom.
Wow.
boom.
Wow.
That I saw.
Hey.
I saw that when
Yo.
I saw that when I was driving back home. I had to send him a voice tone. I was like,
What?
"Yo, big up."
How did I not see
I was
this, man?
screaming, bro. I was like, yo, because like, bro, that to me, honestly, that just shows the ability for having like being persistent and consistent,
Yeah, that's-
100%.
and also building a network.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
because people genuinely, actually, I feel people genuinely care about him as an individual.
Yeah.
Because, bro, realistically, if people don't give a shit, no one's gonna come at Gary V.
Yeah.
Because people actually cared about him, and he
Yeah.
actually has like a
Genuine
genuine
network.
towards his stuff.
Yeah.
People are like, oh no, shit, we have to get him into that, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, it did.
Yeah.
That should. Nah,
That shit is
it-
big,
I'm
bro.
not-
That's that
I'm just-
community
That's
stuff,
big,
man.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not just like, dog. Gary Vee is like the number one.
big.
Like, bro.
It is, especially when it comes to like motivation and inspirational stuff and getting like, man, doesn't want that, but like, cause business too, bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yo, I follow like
to Edmonton, bro.
Yeah.
To Edmonton here to get it, bro. That's big. It's very, very, very big, man.
Because I think right now
Bobby T, dog.
he has a, I think he's doing a show in Expo Center. Like, because he usually travels like different countries to do like those
Yeah,
regular shows and
yeah.
stuff. So was doing that. So I don't know how Bubba T came across networking, but all I know is
That's big, bro.
that right there to me is just the result of the same stuff like we were talking about, which is like that what's it called? That great. Like, just keep going.
You have to keep going, man.
Because, bruh, I don't know, man. But big up. That's what I can say.
Yeah.
Big up, big up. Oh, also I got one more big up actually. Big up to my boy PSL because he just got that blue check and he's been dog. This guy's been putting in work from since his journey is crazy. Coming all the way from Haiti, like bro, to get to this point, he's been doing music since he was young, like maybe like 10, 11, 12 years.
Wow.
And now to get his blue check, you know,
go.
bro.
Let's
Yo.
go.
It's you, man. It's you.
You know what I'm saying?
You got good news.
Yo, big up on yourself, yo.
But no, for real, like those G4s, that's what we're gonna call it. G4s.
That's right.
That's
Like
some-
a G. Is it? No, that's a G6.
Yeah, G6.
Like a G4. Hey, like a.
Oh my
Major.
god. But no, but yeah, man, those stuff really resonates with me.
100%, man.
It's
Yeah,
deep.
man.
It's deeper than people think.
Yeah, you have to understand that stuff, man. It's
Grit. Well, no. God first.
God. Yeah.
Grit, gratitude, and delayed gratification.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
G4.
You know what those are? Gems.
Gems.
Not just any normal gems. Chocolate drop gems.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
And the
Yo. My guy, Leshan. Hit him with the one time for the one time. You see that energy he brings, yo? You see the energy?
Bro.
Come on, yo. How can you not like that, man?
Man, that guy's too good, bro.
Oh, yo, I'm telling you guys right now, that's the cover.
That's
the
the cover.
podcast. That's the cover.
Probably.
That's the cover. We're gonna make it a mobile. I'm talking about a motion,
A GIF.
a GIF. No, man. Honestly, it was an absolute pleasure
man.
to
It
have
was.
you, man.
It really was.
Like
Really
just the
was.
energy, right? Like just when we're talking, it's so natural.
Yeah.
The energy that you bring.
It's not acting.
It's not just to your music. It's for podcasts. It's to
Everything.
everything, man. You got to keep that up because
Yeah.
genuinely people like are drawn to that, and it makes a big difference, man.
sir.
Like if someone's having a rough day, you bring that kind of energy in, man. You're gonna change it. It's hard to stay that way. You know what I'm saying? So that's a gift, man. So keep that up, man. Keep
Appreciate
that up.
that, man.
Keep that up. For
Thank
real.
you, sir.
sir.
Thank you,
Man,
man.
it was
Yeah.
Thank you.
Pleasure to have
absolute
you.
pleasure, man.
You guys,
Absolute pleasure, man.
Please check melafrique.
Check. We're gonna
Check
drop
everything.
all the
Link.
things. Remember, he
Bye.
said in November we're gonna be promoting it.
Bro.
Accountability.
All
My guy, I put calendars, man. Trust me. Every guest that coming in, I have a reminder.
Yes, sir.
So
Okay.
check on you all.
So don't make us look bad, Leshan.
Oh, no. I got you.
I got
Oh,
faith
yeah.
in you. I got
I
faith in you.
trust him. But yeah, man, you guys already know what to do as usual.
Comment, like, subscribe.
Roast us. Drop the
Yes.
diss.
Nah, don't roast me.
Roast
Roast
him.
Ore, dog. Listen,
him?
I've been
Okay.
getting roasted, man.
yeah.
Roast
Roast
this
Ore.
guy.
Bro.
Show
See,
love.
You know the thing about me is I'm at a point in my life where, bro, I really don't care.
You don't care.
But
I
honestly,
feel that.
see,
I feel
the only
that.
people that can roast me, that can move me, is specific people, man. I can't say their name out so they don't know.
So that they don't.
You know, but like, bro,
Who?
I'm in a bro. I ain't telling you, my guy.
Dog.
Nah, bro.
That's okay. Off
Off
camera.
camera.
Off camera. Off
Off
camera.
camera.
Off
Yeah,
camera.
Man, I don't say
Off
still, nah,
camera.
man. I'm a cold ass man right now, bro.
I'm gonna find out though.
Nah, bro. Trust me. So, but yeah, man, you guys already know. If you wanna roast me. I'm okay. Like I said, this very soon is out. Aquille,
Whoa.
come on, shut up. And you guys already know. We'll catch you in the next one. He's not taking it off. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
worry, I'll post an extra clip of Aquille baldness. I got you.
You know what? I ended on a good note. Let me.
Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Peace out. Hey.